I'd like to bring in our international affairs editor, Philip Turle. Philip, Emmanuel Macron's speech in Rwanda stopped short of France issuing an apology for its role in the genocide back in 1994. How is his speech likely to be received over in Rwanda?
Well, I think most people in Rwanda, starting with the president, the leadership, and those who witnessed and were victims of the genocide, would have liked France to have issued a full apology. If you look at the words used by Emmanuel Macron, I mean, it just really does stop short of that apology, where he says France has a role, a story, and a political responsibility to Rwanda. She said duty to face history head on and recognise the suffering she's inflicted on the Rwandan people by too long valuing silence over the examination of the truth. So it would have been pretty easy afterwards to say, and for that we are sorry, but in fact he didn't go that far. And I think the reason he didn't go that far is because each step that France makes is a slow step in the right direction, and the timing is not completely right for Emmanuel Macron in his mind. And I think as far as the political scene back here in France is concerned, for him to go that extra step and to make that apology, basically because Emmanuel Macron is facing elections next year. He is facing Marine Le Pen of the far-right National Rally. She is against France looking into its past and apologising for past errors, and he knows that she has a lot of support in France. And on the other hand, there are those on the left who also don't think that Emmanuel Macron should apologise for errors that were made when the left was in charge. The Socialist Party was in charge in France under François Mitterrand during the 1990s. So there is this political pressure within France not to go the whole way and to apologise. So this is like a little bit more than over halfway there, I think. I think France will get there one day when the situation is deemed to be right to apologise. But Emmanuel Macron getting almost to that apology, but just not quite getting there.
Not today, so maybe down the road. But let's talk about the political reaction here in France to that speech, because as you said, he did acknowledge sins of the past without issuing an apology over fears that Marine Le Pen would sort of capitalise on that.
France takes a very long time to apologise for its past errors. 53 years to apologise for the French collaboration by French forces with the Nazis during the Second World War and the deportation of millions of Jews to gas chambers. And France took many years to apologise, almost as long for its nuclear tests taking place in French Polynesia, and also for its role in the Algerian War. So France doesn't like to apologise for its past errors. And so it's not a big surprise that Emmanuel Macron didn't apologise today, but he's gone further than Nicolas Sarkozy did in 2010 when he went to Rwanda, where he just said that there was a miscalculation on the part of the French forces there, and political errors had been made, but there was no apology there either. A little bit further towards that apology today from Emmanuel Macron.
Thank you very much for that, Philip. Philip Turle there.